Buongiorno, hello from Italy. My name is Milena Mussi, Managing Director of Iosa Ghini Associati, an Italian architecture and design company. We all had a tough period due to COVID-19. We all were worried about our health, about our families, about our friends, and last but not least, about our business and our activities. Working from our home and calling and web meeting our friends and our clients, our common sentence was, how are you today? It is a very common question, isn't it? In the current situation, it had a completely strong and different and sincere meaning. I really want to know how you are. I really want to know about your health. I'm worried about you, and I'm worried for you. So, our state of mind in this period toward the others really changed. It became closer. It became much more perceived and interpreted in a deeper and more human way. And with this small sentence, with the new meaning, real meaning, original meaning of this small sentence, I had a very positive approach, and I considered this interest towards the others a very positive, perhaps one of the few positive aspects of this period. And hopefully it will remain alive, this interest towards the others, and not get lost when this situation will improve again, and we will go back to our ordinary, stressed and normal life. On the other hand, negative aspects were a lot. I don't want to remind the health aspects, the dramatic situations which came out and are coming out all over the world, but just something connected with the design, something connected with our business. And I must say that with this new digital environment, with this new exclusive online communication, with this false perception of having a quite of a perennial Sunday, we all felt like slowing our rhythm, and everything was much more relaxed. This is good, but on the other hand, the way of making the so-called and so abused conference calls of this period made us miss a very important aspect of the staying together, which is not only the, of course, empathic communication, etc., but also something very closely connected with creativity. Our creative way of communicating and sharing ideas in person, getting inspiration with a coffee together, perhaps at the end of a meeting, or just walking around the city eating an ice cream. All these things were missed, hopefully temporarily missed, but these were, I guess, a very important and strong lack of creativity in general, and of course in the design business much more. Nevertheless, I agree with my colleagues saying that in spite of all the negative and sadly right predictions, which of course we hear in this period, we will survive, we will go on, and we will escape this surreal period, being conscious that we must stay together, we must respect the health rules, not only because they are rules. Finally, we understood that rules are necessary and are helpful for us, for our old parents, for our children, but for all mankind, for all the human beings. This lockdown situation, this smart working, this staying at home with families, of course, was in a way a new way of living for most of us, for most of women. Of course, we I never spent so much time with my family, 24 hours a day for such a long time. Months, 3-4 months. In Italy we had a very long lockdown. And this was very nice, was very, at the beginning of course, we were all very close together, also very shocked by this situation. But speaking about gender, this revealed also to most of the Italian women, at least Italian, I don't know the rest of the world, an unexpected and very conservative approach of Italian men. They seem to be much more independent before the lockdown, thanks to their ordinary life, work, studies, schools, and unfortunately, in this occasion, they revealed really very spoiled and absolutely not gender-oriented. Men, of course, gave very strong importance to women in this period, of course, recognizes that women were overstressed, overloaded, but just you know, a symbolic importance, not a real change of their habits and their way of living. So gender and COVID-19 are very well connected themes, and has again shown, demonstrated that there are so many reasons to promote prizes like iphiGenia Gender Design Awards. These kind of awards, this kind of encouraging equality, encouraging equal opportunities, starting from gender, but not only. Last, of course, episodes, the last facts in the United States, and not only showed that equality and equal opportunities must be worldwide spread. So these genders help us to keep the sensitive approach and to keep these situations and these needs very alive. So I wish you all a very good recover to this situation. Bye.